Welcome to Around the House Quick Cuts. I'm your host, Don Magruder, and joining me today is Angela Taylor. She's the owner of the Frank Slaughter Insurance Agency in Wildwood, Florida. She's one of the best insurance agents all in Central Florida, at least that's my opinion. And we're going to talk about a little bit about hurricane tips to get you prepared for the storm, but basically after the storm. So before the storm, of course, you need to have the basics. You got your water,
your first aid kit, emergency weather radio, and I like to have a battery-operated radio as well.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand those, but people still use them.
Yes, we do, and it uses a lot less battery than your cell phone. And your cell phone you're going to be using for calling, online research. Conserve your battery a little bit.
And of course, you should have your vehicle full of fuel. And plus, if a state of emergency is declared, you can get your prescriptions filled even if they're not due, because they want you to go ahead and do that.
And pets, let's just take a moment and let's not forget our pets.
Oh yeah, you got to take care of those. All right, Angela, after the storm, say we have a hurricane this year, we're to strike Lake and Sumter County. First thing, there's some issues with bird cages and other enclosures. We need to talk about that up first, don't we?
Yes, please. First, in Florida, after the storms of '04, we have some exclusions for bird cages, carports, any attachments to your home that have been installed. So it's very important that you've reported these to your agent, because you may have an exclusion where you have to buy back coverage and your deductible may be larger than you think.
Okay. All right, so storms come through Lake and Sumter County. Give us some tips on how we should present a claim and some do's and don'ts.
Okay, well, the first thing is, do have your insurance policy handy. Do be familiar with your hurricane deductible, because remember, when that storm is named, even if it doesn't cross the state, if we have rain bands and wind that damage you, you are going to have a hurricane deductible. And that deductible mandate stays in effect for about 72 hours after the storm leaves.
Isn't that deductible normally like 2% of the value of your home?
Typically. We have seen companies offer lower, but now with recent changes, we're starting to see them renew with a higher 2%. So know your deductible.
So for example, 2% of $250,000 homes, a $5,000 deductible.
Correct.
That's huge. What else should people know?
I would say definitely know the claims number to your insurance carrier. I tell my clients, if it's not safe to be out, I'm probably going to be sheltered in place as well. So what I want my clients to do, call that 800 number, get that claim established so you're in line to be served. And then when we reopen and it's safe, I want to know so I can hold their hand and follow them through the claim.
Now, unlike an online agency, you're a regular agency. You have a freestanding office in Wildwood, and you're able to give personalized service. One of the biggest criticism during the last hurricane season was when people had claims, they had no one to call except the 800 number.
Yeah.
Did you find that was a big problem?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I've received phone calls from people who did go direct, thinking they were going to save a buck. And I was able to give them a little bit of information. But the way that our office is organized, we help the client report the claim. If the claim's active, we actually are following up with them weekly to make sure things are well. If something needs to be faxed, if we need to scan documents, if there's miscommunication, because an adjuster has insurance speak and the client doesn't understand all of those terms, we kind of try to make the transition easier.
The other thing that was a big deal during the last hurricane with Irma is assignment of benefits. That's sort of better be careful there. Explain that to us.
Yes, well, an assignment of benefits, there's been some legislation to fix it a bit. I now am told that you have 3 days to revoke it. But what happens is a contractor will discuss work with you, tell you, hey, sign this form, I'll take care of everything for you. All the pressure's off you and I'll deal with the claim.
And sometimes it even presents you have to sign it before you get an estimate.
Yeah, and please, never sign anything to get an estimate. You shouldn't have to. Further, don't use someone who just goes door to door.
Right.
We have found typically those are from out of county. They're putting lesser quality products on our clients' roofs or water because of water claims. And they lock up the claim so that the client has no decisions. If they're unhappy with service, they're stuck. And there's oftentimes a penalty if you choose to leave them later. Do not sign anything until you speak to your adjuster, you have a valid claim, and it exceeds your deductible.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. You may do an assignment of benefits and that you don't have the coverage, and next thing you'll be on the hook for stuff. What else should people know, Angela?
Going further on the repairs. Okay, so you see damage. First off, you need to prevent further damage. get your tarps, save your receipts in case you need to have that go towards your claim. But when you are speaking to someone about repairs, first off, go local, go for reputation, and for goodness sake, get their insurance information, okay? Because I'll tell you, you can have 4 people offer you pricing, and one of them probably has lesser insurance, but they're charging you the same price as the guy who has done all of his due diligence and protected his clients.
I guess the number one tip I'm hearing from our show today is it's nice to talk to someone who's live and local. And that's where Angela Taylor. If someone had more questions or would like to talk to you about insurance, what's a good number they can reach you at, Angela?
Our office number is 352-748-2221, and we're located right on 301 in Wildwood, very close to 44.
Well, Angela, I know you saved a lot of people money during the Irma hurricane season. You've done a great job on this. And I'd like to thank you for watching Around the House Quick Cuts today. And if you'd like some more great tips, go to aroundthehouse.tv. Until next time, we will see you around the house.